auto plata from a failed donkey choke. But considering I haven't taught that in 7 years, we better go for the donkeys from side control. Okay, so this is part of the windshield wiper system, and the playlist is on the channel. So a lot of the time, especially beginner level, your partner on the bottom will be framing. Makes sense because he doesn't want his arms out like this, where I can just like compress all his internal organs. He wants to kind of frame to sort of keep me away from him. So, and again at beginner level, the way I don't play the side control, cross face and an under over here. Okay. So from here, I'm going to slide my knee onto this belly as if I'm faking knee on belly, and then from here I'm going to swim my shin across the near side right arm. I'm going to pin it the sole of my left foot, and then I'm going to switch my right knee from pointing towards Crippy's head to pointing it towards his feet. So that's the position there. Now, from here, if Crippy can look at me, he can probably free his right arm just with your arm. Really, I don't think I can step. So the detail is, the cross face looks this way, so when he tries to free that, it's a wee bit more difficult. Now from here, I'm going to start opening up the lapel. We're not coming over, that would be a different attack. I'm coming under, and I pass the lapel from my right hand to my left hand. Now I want to try and grab as deep as I can at the armpit, so there's a little bit of slack here. If you're up against someone that's just wearing a wee dolly gi, and I can only get that, I'll show you a wee variation that that's happening. Most of the people, there should be a little bit of a slack there. So now we end up in this position here. Okay. Once I'm here, I'm going to take this arm out of the way, but on the next move we're going to keep it here because I want him stopping my leg coming over. So from there, to get rid of this, I just come in from the top. I'm going to dig down, bring it over my right shoulder, and then I'll just grab my own lapel. So that's the position we want to end up in there. Now from here, I'm going to slide down to the end of the lapel. I'm going to turn my body, and I physically step over Crippy's head, my left foot. I'm going to heel toe, and make my connection. And now it's the flick of my wrist that gets the submission to shoot. Now if you're really flexible, you can put your knee and head on the mat, and put the crook of my, I put the crook of my leg right around his jugular. And then I back kick back, hence the name donkey choke. Let's take a look at it again. So again, just from boxing hand position, here, basic cross face, basic underhook, securing the position. I'm just going to kind of fake the knee on belly. And the idea is I want to windshield wiper the near side arm. So from there, I'm just going to swim. For the sake of the drill, I'll put my hands on the mat, but you would keep this tight so you can see what I'm doing with my body. Just turn my shin and swim it inside to pin near that near side arm. Left foot, sole of the foot goes at the wrist, and then I just move my body from my knee pointing at his head to my knee pointing at his foot. And then I cross face him heavy so we can't pull that arm out. It'll look like this. Watch the position. So here, staying tight. This. 1, 2, and pressure. Okay. Crossface pressure stays on. My shoulder's driving this way. I'm going to open up the lapel. It's in here. And the detail is feed it so that you have a little bit of material at the end of the grip. Now we need to get rid of this hand. So I just come in from the top. Come through, bring it over my shoulder, and I make this grip here. Okay. Now from here, notice the way I'm chest to chest. I'm going to turn so my chest is facing Crippy's head. So in other words, I'm turning onto my right side. I slide this down and I start to stiff arm Crippy's head so it's looking away. And now I just step over his head. And again, I want to make sure I go heel toe, heel toe, heel toe until my heel is right beside his left jugular from here. And now from there, it's just the flick of my wrist. My left calf is against his right jugular, or his left jugular. my gi or forearm is against his right jugular, and it's that movement there. And again, if there's a lot of play in the gi, so in other words, you get people with big long like judo gis on, you need to fill that space so you can basically put your knee on the mat and the leg press back. Just one more time on that, bro. Here, boxing hand position, pressure, cross face, underhook, fake the knee on belly, in, switch, now head pressure. Keep that windshield wiper in place. Start opening up the lapel, passing it, right hand to left hand. The detail is take the time and feed it so there's play in the lapel. Okay, now we need to get rid of that. So we just come up, bring it in, and grab that home to secure it. And then I just slide this back and start to turn Crippy's head so he's looking to his left. Notice the way my chest is facing down. I'm going to turn the angle so it's facing towards his head and basically just step over his head. Right? He can get his head out, so we go heel toe, heel toe, heel toe. So it's right at his neck. And now it's a flick of the wrist and my left foot sliding back. Again, depends on the cut of the gi, whether you have good connection or not. For those that are wearing the wee illegal dolly gis, we can do the same move without using the lapel. From our position, I still will come up, split this, tie up that, and we're in. I'm going to make the grip with my left hand just at the back of the collar instead of passing it. Again, I'll get that out of the road, I'll turn my hip, and now